This video is a full guide of how to start exercising and weightlifting as a young man looking to get in the gym. As young men, we should be exercising daily or working towards a fitness goal every single day for the rest of our lives. The easiest way to level up as a young man is to start exercising daily, as only 20% of men around the world actually do that. So if you want to beat 80% of your competition automatically, you need to start working towards your fitness goals today and for the rest of your life. My name is Michael. I'm currently 17 years old and I exercise up to 5 hours a day some days. And I've been leveling up my fitness for about 8 months straight now. And although I'm not the world's strongest man, I've gained about 20 pounds in muscle through weightlifting and other forms of exercise. And this video will give you everything you need to start weightlifting as a beginner, providing you with some knowledge of how to start working out, a full workout routine, and some actionable steps to help you get started. Now this is all for free, and usually people charge money for a course like this, so I'd really appreciate if you could just subscribe. That'd really help me out, but let's get into the video. Why do we want to start exercising? Well, I'm sure you've heard of the millions of different health benefits that come with exercising and why we should be doing it, and these are obviously important not to ignore, but that's not the reason that we do it on self-improvement. The reason that we exercise is to build discipline, confidence, and attraction. For example, when, let's say, someone approaches you who's a bit fatter, like, no offense, it's likely you won't take them as seriously as someone who's very muscular and fit. We subconsciously pay closer attention to the attractive person and put them higher on the pedestal. Although we live in a society currently where all body types are accepted, you will be more respected and receive more positive attention if you are healthier and better looking. People listen to the attractive person. It's as simple as that. Building a great physique is the best thing you can do for yourself as a young man for your mental and physical health. Also, if you're looking to get girls, you obviously need to do this. Or maybe you want to build up those little twigs or drop that little belly. I guarantee you if you follow everything in this video, just after 3 months, you'll start to notice a major change in the way people talk to you and you'll be treated differently, obviously in a good way. If you're a young man and you don't care about your physique, then you've already lost because this is the most basic self-improvement habit that every young man needs to be doing. Like, whether you're looking to lose weight or gain weight, you're automatically going to be the same as everybody else if you don't get on your grind for building your dream body. Now, although everything in this video will give you what you need to build your dream body, you need to do that in combination with a good diet. So if you want to do that, go check out my video of how to master your diet and perfect that, as that's half of it as well. You can't just, eat McDonald's every day and expect to have a six-pack. That's not how it works. How do we start exercising? Well, you want to be exercising about 6 days a week, I would say. This doesn't mean you have to be weightlifting 6 days a week, because that can put a lot of strain on your body. But for example, let's say maybe you have 2 days of cardio, 3 days of weightlifting, and maybe one day you go play soccer or basketball with your friends. You don't need to make all of your workouts super intense all the time, otherwise you're just going to be tired throughout the day. But if you want to start going to the gym and start weightlifting, which I think is perfect for beginners, just going once a week is better than not going at all if you haven't gone at all. So slowly leveling up the frequency of your workouts is a great way to get started, as just going once a week is better than not going at all, like I said. And then eventually you can build up to twice a week, 3 times a week. Now, finding the motivation and energy to keep a good workout routine is not easy. I believe the best way to succeed with your fitness journey is to find purposeful motivation. So we're going to do this quick little exercise to help you find everything you need and motivate you to build your dream body right now. So I want you to grab a piece of paper and a pencil, maybe go on your notes phone, like notes app on your phone, whatever you have. Preferably get a piece of paper and a pencil because, yeah, I highly recommend. I'm going to do this with you so you don't need to pause the video. Alright, so hopefully you have your paper and your pencil, or go on your notes app on your phone if you don't have a single piece of paper or pencil in your house, which is just crazy. Now, at the very top, I want you to write your fitness goal. Like, what is the goal you want to achieve? So it could be lose weight, gain weight, something personal. Let's say you want to lift this amount of weight, just whatever it is. For me, it's gain 20 pounds, so I'm going to write that. Now, after you've written your major fitness goal, you want to write what is going to be like the deep within purposeful motivation that's going to drive you. Because although, let's say you're working out to get the girl, like that's good, but like eventually if you do get the girl, you're going to just stop working out. So you want to have a reason that comes from like deep within to keep working out for long-term success. So for me, it's to build confidence, and it's going to be something different for you. So if you need to pause the video, just take some time and think about it. This is really worth it, as you're going to have this up on your wall and you're going to be seeing this every day. Now next, you're going to be writing why you're doing it. And like, this doesn't have to be from deep within. This can just be honest. Like, this can be if you want to get the girl. Or if you really, really want to succeed, you can find another reason as to why you're doing it. And for me, it's to make my future self proud. I know that sounds so cringe, but I used to do it to get the girl, obviously, like every other guy, but I eventually realized that I need to find something else that will drive me as well. So pause the video, find something else deep within that'll help you. Like I said, you don't need to pause the video because I'm doing this right alongside you. Although I've already done this, obviously, but now the next thing is you want to write the systems you're going to have in place to reach this goal. So let's say you want to lose weight. You need to have, let's say, certain nutrition goals you need to hit. So let's say stay below 2,000 calories. And another system you want to have in place is go to the gym 3 times a week. It's as simple as that. So you want to write the systems in place in order to reach your fitness goal. Now, once you have this, hopefully you did it on a piece of paper. Just put it up on your wall or your bathroom mirror, just somewhere you're going to see it every day. It'll help you stay motivated on those rainy days where you really don't feel like going to the gym. So, I mean, I've already done this, so I don't need to, but I want you to do the same thing right now. Just put it up. I have mine on my bathroom mirror. All right, so now we're going to move on from that. But now, before we get started into all the workout routines and how to stay safe and how to maximize gains and all this stuff, another note is you might be worried about what other people might think of you once you start going to the gym, but I'm gonna be honest with you, right now nobody cares. People will actually show you respect if they see that you're putting in hard work at the gym. So don't be afraid of negative energy, and because worst case, like if they, even if you're fat, like, but they see that you're putting in the work and they see that progress, you're gonna make friends and people are actually gonna notice the difference in a positive way. So you shouldn't be afraid of being judged at all. Now we have another actionable step. I know this is really quick, but like no break in between, but I want you to open Google Maps, and I want you to, I'm gonna do this with you actually, just here, I'm gonna get my phone. You don't need to pause the video. I want you to go on Google Maps right now. Or if you don't have Google Maps, just go on like the search web and at the top and just type gym near me. That simple. Like I said, this is for beginners, but later in the video I'm covering some more important stuff about staying disciplined and all that kind of stuff. So just stick around. Now just type gym near me and you should get a list of the gyms closest to you. Now obviously you want to go to the gyms that are the closest to you, as that'll save you a lot of time and energy in the long term. And keep in mind, before you settle for one gym, you just go to one gym and stay there right away. If you like it, that's perfect, because that's what I did. But keep in mind, most gyms have a free trial on their first day. So don't be afraid to go check out a couple different gyms, as sometimes it can be worth it to travel the extra distance. Let's say if it's a much cleaner and more positive environment, even if it's an extra 5 minutes there and 5 minutes back, it's worth it. So just don't be afraid, because like, it's free on your first time. And hopefully now, once you've found your gym, I'm going to provide you with a workout routine right now that works for beginners. It's called a push-pull legs routine. And I still do this to this day. I think it's perfect. It basically, what it does is it allows you to work out certain muscle groups while other muscle groups in your body are still recovering. And this is great because that's how you maximize gains. Now I'm going to be talking about quickly just some notes you want to keep in mind when exercising. You don't need to write these down or anything, just keep them in the very back of your head. These are just some things that help me avoid injury and my way of maximizing the gains when I'm in the gym. Before I work out, I like to have a little stretch, as that can significantly reduce the risk of injury, because if you're going to be working out, eventually, if you get injured, it's not going to be fun, because it'll kick you out of the gym for like a week and you're going to lose all your progress. But I recommend just stretching for about like 2 minutes, just like stretch your wrist for like 10 seconds each hand. That will reduce the risk of injuring your wrist by about 95%. So like it's worth it, and it takes like 10 seconds. And you want to just make sure if you're doing your arms, just stretch your arms a little bit, or maybe hop on the treadmill for 5 minutes. It just really depends on what you're doing that day. But it's important to just have a little stretch. You don't need like a whole routine or anything, just do something. Now, another thing is when you're looking to build aesthetics, you want to be in the 8 to 12 reps range. So you're going to be, for example, let's say that you're curling the dumbbell, you want to do 8 to 12 times per set. You don't want to do it more than 12 times, as then the weight is too light and you're not going to really tear the muscle and get many gains at all. But if you're doing it less than 8 reps, then the weight is way too heavy and you're also not going to see like the best amount of gains. And if you're looking to build aesthetics, powerlifting and all that, I'm not an expert on that. But if you want to build for looks, this is what you need to do. I like to do 3 to 4 sets of each exercise. So I curl the dumbbell 8 to 12 reps, and then I take a little break of about 1 or 2 minutes. I don't really time it, just however I feel. And then I do that 3 to 4 times. And 4 times works best for me, but 3 to 4 times is about what you want to do. So just try it, and it's personal. Figure it out for yourself. Another important thing to keep in mind is during your workout, you want to do the movements relatively slowly, as if when you slow down your exercise, it reduces the risk of injury. And it actually makes it much more difficult and helps you build a lot more muscle, because it's been scientifically proven that, you know how like people just pump out the rep as fast as they can and they don't really care like about going slow, but it's been proven that like on the way down on the bench press, that actually gets more gains than that rep up. So you want to make sure to just keep your movements nice and slowly, as that makes it much more difficult and it'll help you build the maximum amount of muscle possible. Now I'm going to be covering all the exercises for the push-pull legs routine. I'm not going to go into detail about each exercise and all that stuff. I just want you to copy all these down on your notes or take a picture, write them down on a piece of paper, just have these somewhere. So here are the exercises for push day. This is focusing on your chest, your shoulders, and your triceps. Next, you have pull day, which focuses on all of your back muscles and your biceps. Here are all the exercises for that. And next we have leg day, which everyone hates it, but it's actually very important to hit leg day, as you don't want that build. You don't want to be that guy. And also, when you work out your legs, that actually boosts testosterone, leading to a lot more upper body gains and just muscle gains in general. So it's very important not to skip leg day. If you stick to this weightlifting routine, you will see significant gains. And if weightlifting is your only daily form of exercise, I want you to exercise each muscle group twice per week. So I want you to be in the gym 6 days a week, ultimately. Like, obviously don't need to start there if you're a beginner. You can start like 3 times a week. I think just doing each one once a week is perfect if you're just starting, and then eventually you can build up. But one thing I noticed once I got comfortable in the gym is I wasn't really putting in much effort. I kind of just did like my 12 reps and then I would just sit on my phone. I wasn't trying. So I'm going to be helping you track your results so you don't do that and you actually make gains, because if you want to get stronger, you need to up the weight as you exercise, because your muscles are going to be adjusting. And another thing to keep in mind is if you put in 10% more effort each workout, that's going to compound over a long time, as you're going to get like 10% more gains at the end of the month than if you didn't put in that extra effort. And over the year, that's going to be a lot more. So you want to make sure to stay focused in the gym, and you always want to put that effort in. Now, we have another actionable step here. For the listed exercises I just talked about, I'd recommend doing a quick Google search of each exercise before you go to the gym, just so you can like remember a little bit and build that memory, or even do it right now. I highly recommend doing that. Even if you don't remember, it's just to build that long-term memory. And this will take like 10 minutes, like max. So don't even push this off. Like, just do this right after this video. And a step better, if you really want to like see significant gains and make sure you're doing everything properly, I would recommend watching a YouTube video on every single one of the exercises. And maybe you can kind of find some other stuff as well that might interest you that you might want to try out. So don't be afraid to change things up a little bit, because this is personal to me and everybody's different. So like I said, just maybe watch a YouTube video on every single one of these exercises to make sure you have the proper form, as that will make sure you're staying nice and safe and that will maximize your gains. And this will take like an hour, but you're going to be sitting on Netflix for 3 hours, no problem. So just take an hour and do this. Like, it's not that hard. Now, another very important part of exercising is tracking your results. Now, I want you to do this either on your notes on your phone or you have a piece of paper. I do this on my notes on my phone, actually. And every time you go to the gym, you're going to be keeping note of your progress. So let's say today was your first time at the gym and you bench pressed 100 pounds and you did 10 reps. You want to keep track of the weight and the reps you did for that exercise. So the next time you go back, you're going to try to beat your personal record from the last time. You're going to be trying to do this every time you go back to the gym. So next time you go back, you're going to do 100 pounds, 12 reps. And then after that, you obviously don't want to go over the 12 reps range. So you're going to up the weight and you're going to see, 105 pounds and then 8 reps. And eventually you're going to slowly, very slowly, you're going to like add the weight and you will see the results like that. It's all these little changes that lead to the major muscle gain long term. You're not just going to go in there and up the weight by 20 pounds every single time. If you want to build muscle, you need to increase the weight as you go because, like I said, your muscles get used to it. So it's very important to up the weight. You don't want to get comfortable in the gym because then you're just going to be lifting the same amount of weight. I've been there before, so it's going to happen, but just keep this in the back of your head. Staying disciplined. Now, this is going to be the most important part about maximizing your gains, as there's going to be days where you're extremely sore from the day before, where you don't feel like doing that workout today. But these are actually the most important days to go to the gym because if you skip 1 to 2 days a week, that will compound long term and lower your gains. So you want to make sure you have that motivation written down, like that little workout that we did, and just have that on your wall or your bathroom mirror, just somewhere to help you on those rainy days, as that will remind you of your fitness goals and motivate you. You can take these 1 to 2 days off, just not yet because you haven't built your dream body. You need to do the hard work first. I will be making some other videos about fitness and self-improvement. So if you are interested in that, just subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And I hope you took action on these steps. And I hope if you're a beginner, this helped you at least get a small understanding of what you need to do when you're going to the gym for the first time. And don't stop grinding. You don't have time to waste. Life's short. And don't forget about my dieting video, as that is very important, as dieting is 50% of building your dream body. So the link will be in the description, and make your future self proud.